Generic greetings and welcome to Preview plus Unclaimed World. This is a sci-fi colony sim where you direct a bunch of crashies and try and keep them alive. The theme of the game is generally survival and exploration. Now this is out right now via the Steam Early Access program, so the typical disclaimers for in-dev stroke early access games apply. Nothing you see is final, everything is subject to change, any bugs or lack of polish in places, etc, etc. Please attribute it to its in-dev status. Let's click start and we'll show you a little bit of this. There are journal entries to basically show you the storyline, and you also saw on the top right when we were on the main menu there, basically like a timeline and such. I'm not going to do that because obviously that would spoil the story for you. I'm just really concentrating on pretty much the gameplay as it stands at the moment, although the whole point in this is it sort of does tell you like a little story as it goes on. Anyway, we can see we have a timeline here. Just going to quickly run down the UI. Timeline over here, basically what's happened. We can see this is some nice arty sort of ground. Very colourful, in fact. It reminds me of Star Wars Galaxy's Corellia, and I don't know why. Anyway, you can see these are the survival. These are the four people that have actually crashed via this, well, it looks like a vertibird from Fallout. And these are the people who have actually survived. We can click on each one and we actually get them there. You can see this guy here. Ward Colin, male, age 52. He's currently idling and his exertion level is low. It also shows you pretty much what he's got. We can just click on other things as well to show different skills and such. There's all of his skills, which is, yeah, apparently he's expert to pretty much everything. Cool. Right. We've also got a minimap on the right-hand side here, which we can just scroll around. We've also got basically the time of day and such and the temperature up above. And we've got buttons for the UI like menu, tutorial, etc. And like a little pop-up here, but when people talk, it'll show you what they've said, like a little journal again. You can scroll down and see what they've said. Anyway, as I said, we need to survive. So what we're going to do, we're going to actually explore around, because as you can see, it's all dark. So I'm going to click and drag and select maybe this area here, and then we'll set a new scout sort of, I don't know what we call it, role, job. Let's see what the tutorial says about it. It doesn't say anything. Introduction, blah, 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 blah. Can't remember what it's called, whatever. Basically, it's in order. Is it in order? Something like that. Basically, you set these sort of orders, we'll call them, and they'll go and do that thing. So let me just select another set here. And we'll go to new, and we're going to scout it. So you can see we've got other things to do as well. If I just left click, it'll select that with just one tile. If I click and drag, it'll select multiple tiles. But if I just left click, you can see we can either do gathering, stockpile, which basically you can stockpile in the area there. It'll scout around the area, it'll hunt around the area, and it'll forage around the area. Forage will uncover different things, because you can see there's different symbols here. And that means there's actually something there. We can change it by clicking this button, and we can say, oh, we don't want to show any, or we want to just show food or whatever. So what we need to do, speaking of food, we need to get some food, because if I click here, not that one, that's the task queue. Is that what it's called? Are they called tasks? Yeah, they're called tasks. These things are tasks. They're not orders, right? They're tasks. Whatever. Orders, tasks, you get the idea what to do. So let's see our inventory here. So we'll just open up everything. And we can see we have not much at all. So we need to start gathering some food would be nice. So I'm probably going to do a new set of tasks sort of here. Set a new task around there maybe like that. And we're going to do a forage task. So it's basically going to forage around and find different things. Apparently there's some rats in view. We've also got some other things as well. There's something there. What's that there? Let's have a quick gather. It is some food. But we can't actually gather it. It's a bit weird. We've also got some raw materials and such. Basically, if I click and drag over, say, that there, and then give it a gather task, we can see all of the things in there and what I can do. So that we can see we've got some food here. You can click on each one. It gives you like some data and information about what it is. And if you want, you can say, right, I want some of that. So you order up to what there is available or however many you desire. So I'm going to get a scamp beetle. There's only one of them. I'm going to pick it up. We're going to pick up one of these black pups as well. We've also found some oil tubes as well, because we are currently, remember, we're currently foraging around there, so that's all good. And we're also going to get some firewood, I think. Well, 12 firewood. A couple of stones would be nice as well. And I think that will do. All of these do different things, and you can click on each one. Well, actually, currently has no data at all, but we're going to click OK. So we're going to actually collect all of that. If we just look at the task queue, we can see all the different tasks here. And shows you what they're doing, so it shows you what we've got, what we're looking for, etc. These buttons here, although not labelled, are actually the priorities. In fact, if you mouse over, you can see it says normal priority, urgent priority, but it should probably be up there, to be perfectly honest with you. In fact, one of the current flaws with the game I found is that the UI is like, it can be unresponsive. It can be a bit dodgy. Like, for example, sometimes the tutorials, when you click on these, they won't open up, or for example, they won't close, or sometimes you just won't be able to. Hang on, why? Look, I'm going over that. Why is that not, like, you know, changing? Why is that not changing colour? Why is it still mouse over forage? Don't understand. You get the idea. Also, you can see it's a bit ugly because it's just got white space around it, same as down there. This is off the map, so as you can see, it's like doesn't really exist. Yeah, the whole UI really is a little bit ugly in places, to be honest with you. Unfinished. It's very hard to judge a game that's very early on in development, which this seems to be. But yeah, that's obviously something that I'm assuming will change over time. Anyway, you can see they're actually talking to each other and actually getting food and such, wandering around. What we're going to do, we're going to get a couple more things here. We actually need a campfire, so we're going to go here, which is the build tab. I'm going to build a campfire, and we're going to put it there. There we go. And then that'll be another task for them to come and actually do. Looks like they're actually finding some firewood. There you go. I must confess, it is a beautiful looking map. It is very nice, and you can see them carrying stuff around. It is very, very nice. Very, very colourful. Like I say, it reminds me of sort of Star Warsy type, even. I don't know why, because Star Wars is sort of, you know, just another sci-fi thing. But, you know, for some reason Star Wars Galaxy's Corellia. I don't know, the colour scheme is that sort of orangey, burnt orangey, yellowy type colour. Anyway, so you can see we're getting some more things popping up here. We've got, oh, what's this? So we've spotted some streak fin. It's these things down here, these gribblies here. You can click on them, and that's a diamond bird. And you actually say hunt as well, because you can get food from them. Oh, what's happening over there? He's actually chopping stuff up. Looks like he's picking some stuff up. We can cycle through this. It is sort of paginated, so you can see it changes basically what you can see, and you go, oh, what's happened back here? And I don't know why this moves. Why does that move to the left and right? Again, bit of a weird bit that there. Whatever. Right, so you can see we have still got these here. Building the campfire by the look of it. He's got a bit of a problem actually. He is exhausted. He is exhausted. So we need probably somewhere for him to sleep. So what we're probably best doing is, can we build a tarp of some kind? No, we don't. However, we need some sticks. We need some thermal tarp. And we also need some vines and some superconducting wire. So what I could probably do is click on this sort of rotor, and we're going to salvage them. So we're going to salvage the rotors off this thing, and that'll put it in the stockpile, which is incidentally there. You can actually build stockpiles, I believe, as well. Hang on, I believe you can just go... Yeah, you can just sort of stockpile the area. So that's like a stockpile there. What's around there? Looks like there's some things running around, so I'm going to just select all that there. Going to go to new, and we're going to get a gather task. Apparently there's nothing there, nothing at all. That's questionable, to be honest with you. Let's have a quick look around there. That looks interesting. Let's have a quick look. We'll gather. No, nothing there as well. Okay, this is really weird. Why is there nothing there? Is there anything here? Gather. Ah, there's some stuff here. Got some sticks, stones, a couple of other things. Nothing really. As you can see, they are currently ripping this thing apart. Lovely. So what we need to do now is probably scout a little bit more. So we're going to select all this up here. Going to go to new and to scout, and they're going to wander over there and do that. You can see these different tasks. They are actually numbered based on, you know, which one I did first. Obviously, the first one is number 1, second one is number 2, etc. Even if they disappear, they'll still go up. I'm not too sure if that's supposed to happen, but whatever. I would assume that the numbers would correspond to, I don't know, maybe something that's what's in the queue or something. I don't actually know what that number represents. Is it the number of people that are doing it, or is it the number of... Is it something else? Let's have a quick look. Let me just order some sticks. No, 5. Yeah, it is actually just the number of... It's just the one you've ordered. So that's like task 5 and such. Even though the previous ones have disappeared. But anyway, as you can see, we're exploring over here. Now, as I said, this is a sort of exploration-y stroke survival game. And this map is handcrafted. So what you see here is pretty much what you're going to get. Now, it's not like it's dynamically generated or anything. So... you know, it sort of does follow. If you sort of play this, you will, you know, get exactly what I'm getting here. That guy should have probably explored that now. He's still actually looking around. We're going to probably delete that task because he's pretty much explored where I want to. And we're going to set a new one there as well. We'll scout it. And I want one up here as well. It's always best to just scout out, although you can find a couple of things that might be a bit nasty, so Yeah, let me just see if there's anything to gather there. Apparently there's some food. There's a golden centobite? Oh, cenobite. That's not pretty. That's not good. We've got a bit of firewood and nothing really anything of note. Oh, we've got some stones as well. Pick up, say, 10 stones while we're at it. Done. Okay, so you can see it's getting dark and it's actually getting more prettier as it goes on and on and on. For some reason, this is now locked, so I can't. It's trying to. There we go. There again. It's a little bit weird sometimes. It does glitch out sometimes. Right. What I need to do is see what we've got now. This is all of the stuff that we currently have in stock, and you can see I've got some. Well, I've got baked oil tubers, or at least I can try and make them. So I'm going to bake them. Basically, I've got one oil tuber. There you go, and I'm going to bake them to make one, which is some food. So that'll be good. You can click on each one of them, and it'll tell you what some of the options are for them, etc. Like knife, for example. What? Why did it say knife under the scam beetle? Guessing because that's what you can use to collect it. We've also got some liquid gun pipes and other things like that. I'm going to create one of each, because that'll allow me to make a cannon, a big gun and such. In fact, if I go to, I believe it's reservoir, click on that, you can see down the bottom here we can use in liquid gun, which require pretty much one of everything, right? Which is what I'm already making. I'm making some other stuff as well. Obviously, you can make different tools, you can make different pieces of equipment, etc., etc. Now, they're all carrying stuff back, and it's also dark as well. Let me just go and see. I'll build a lean-to tap. Yeah, let's build one of them, and we'll build it probably there next to the coast. Can we build more than one? I think we can. So we'll build more than one because... Actually, we're not going to build them there. Let's abandon that. Oh, it doesn't look... Looks like we can't. Looks like we're just going to have to keep building it. I could salvage it, but I'll just leave it. I was going to put them around the fire. That would make more sense, but whatever. Right, so you notice that I don't specifically order that person to do it. They will divvy out the tasks as they see fit. They will go around, you know, basically about their own business and decide what they want to do. Let me just see what we can do here. That we can delete that task now. That one I've set to scout, but they're not really doing it. They can't really be bothered. Same as this thing here, I've set them to scout, and not really bothered either, but whatever. Let me select this, and we'll go to a new gather task, and there's no food. For some reason, that tends to be a big problem. That guy is exhausted. And what about these person? What's that there? Superconducting wire, best tools for the job. Bushcraft, highly skilled. Metal shears, best tools for the job, apparently. It's because they're doing this, basically, and they've got the tools for the job. Whoa, where's that guy running off to? He's running over there. What's he doing? He's getting tired. His status is carrying, and we've got some stuff coming towards us. That's a problem. There we go, and now we're under attack. So, we can see we're getting attacked by a Twinkler. Oh, a lot of them, in fact. As you can see, these will come running. They'll come running to help. You know, they're not just going to sit back while you get attacked. They're actually going to go and help. Look a bit like head crabs, actually. A bit weird, but they're really, really big head crabs. In fact, it's pretty bad. I can't imagine the worst thing to be attacked by. I think that guy's going to get good. I think that guy's going to die, you know. Apparently he's attacking, and this is moved below the UI, and I can't really see what he's doing. Switch between the people here. There we go. You can see what he's carrying. He's carrying a machete, apparently. And it looks like, are these all going to, I think they'll all be dead now. Yeah, as you can see, this is getting paginated, which, as you can see, goes up to 19 now. Yeah, there's a lot of things. It basically puts every action possible, or every action done, and everything seen in this, which you might think, oh, that's fine, that's a good idea, but in reality, it just seems to spam the thing. So if there's something interesting here, it's all gone. Ah, this is a problem. Journal entry 6. We will sleep in shifts to maintain security during the night. Predators appear we should have sufficient warning. Close. Like I say, you do get these different journal entries popping up and such. But anyway, with that one, we're actually got a problem with food now. Look, that person is hungry. Let's have a quick look. He's actually got some injuries as well. Yeah, we've got a bit of a problem. He's ravenously hungry as well. Ravenously hungry. Right, let me see if I can sort this out. Let me just click and drag on the entire map and gather any food here. There's a bit of food. We've got some of them. Black pulp, and we've also got some crystal berries, and we've also got 0 scamp beetles, but it's still a slider. which apparently disappears when I try and slide it up. Okay. Raw materials. We've got some leaves. I don't know what they were for. Building shelters such as shape. Okay. I'll probably get some other things. What about these branches? They apparently don't want to tell me what it's doing. There we are. 5 clicks later. The hard gel material is used for building structures. Okay, but shaping the wood is difficult work. Okay. So they all do different things, basically. They all do different things. We'll close that. Ah, they're done now. That camp is pretty much up the lean-to tarp. Let's see if I can hunt these guys. So if I just go to new and hunt. So they're going to see if we can hunt these things, see if we can eat them. Can we eat them? I don't know. Don't know. Anyway, as you can see, they're carrying stuff to this stockpile. We can see what we have in the stockpile going to here. And let's see if I can build. See if I can build one of these guns. So click on that. Scroll. Click on that. Scroll. Click on that. Scroll down. Liquid gun. And then... And we've got another pop-up. Great. Risk assessment on quadrite attacks. After identifying a nearby quadrite population, I can conclude that they pose a threat. Blah, 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 blah. Recommendation. Basically, everybody armed up and get armed up with guns is pretty much the case, and take the nest out before we can get cut down by it. Anyway, that's a liquid gun. We should be able to make one now because we do have one of everything. So let me see if we can do that, and we'll just close that. And it is under weapons, liquid gun. We will build one, and we are under attack from. Where are we under attack from? Click there. Click there. There we go. And that's a problem. Why is that gone? Oh, because we have to scroll up for some reason. We've got a death. We've had a death, basically. We've lost Ward Cullen, who died from his wounds. The burial eulogy was delivered by Jacqueline. The speech was included on audio file. Yeah, them are pretty nasty. I don't know why he was over there. I would have thought that after being, basically having his head kicked in, he would then proceed to maybe rest. But apparently not. Apparently not. And that person's starving, and these two people are exhausted. We got a camp. Yeah. I'm not really gonna go any further than that. I'll be honest, right? There's 3 types of early access games as far as I can find, right? And this is obviously my opinion on this one. There's the early access game that is basically a beta, right? It's almost done. They're just trying to polish off bugs and get a little bit of funding before the game goes out. Maybe a couple of months before it goes out. We see a lot of them. There's the other type, which is basically it's been developed quite a bit, and you can see pretty much where they're at, but there's still a fair bit to do, but it is sort of playable. I would put sort of Prison Architect in that sort of category. And then there's the ones where you can see what they want to do. Basically, you can read everything about it, and you can play bits of it, but it just doesn't seem to be there. And this seems to fall on that side of the scale, at least as far as I can see. I've played this for maybe 2-3 hours, maybe a little bit longer than. No, I'll probably be close to 3.5 hours, nearly 4 hours probably. And honestly, I have enjoyed it, but it hasn't got much legs at the moment. There's a lot of things that they are planning on implementing. A couple of things are honestly really necessary, like the save feature. This currently doesn't have a save feature. There's no save function. So as soon as I close this, then that's it. You know, I'd have to start again. And that is pretty much a deal breaker for me. The thing is, I don't know how long this goes for. And I mean, if I can complete this without having a save, I honestly wouldn't think it is worth the $12 or $13 whatever this is going to retail, going to go for. But I assume, because I've only played about 3 or 4 hours, that this is a first impressions after all, that you would actually need it. In fact, I've got a little bit further than this, but I'm pretty much recreating every time. Every time I play this, someone tends to die from these things, and I don't know whether that's me just being bad playing, or whether the orders are messing around. They freely admit that obviously this ain't finished and such, and there's different things planned. Either way, links are in the description for you to check it out. I would honestly say that, like with all early access games, you have to really put your trust in the developer just as much as trust in the game that they are developing. If you can pretty much go, yeah, I actually believe they're going to follow through on all the things they want to do, then this may be something you want to buy into now. However, if you're unsure, or if you maybe think that, hang on, maybe there's a couple of features that I want to see added first, I'm not going to list all the features that they're planning on adding. Basically, it's, there's things like save games, and they're going to include, basically, just, polish it up. Like I say, links in the description for the Steam page, and you can see all the things they're planning on. But if you think that, yeah, I'm probably gonna play that when it comes out, or you think it's worth your look, then that's really up to you. But at the moment, I think it's a good concept. I don't think it's much more than that at this particular point. As I said, links are in the description. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.